Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm Amythyst. We are doing a pick a pile today with love messages, either from somebody you're in a committed relationship with or somebody who you're in a situationship with. And the other pile is for those people that are single, that are looking for somebody or not too sure if they want to look for somebody, but there will still be some love messages in the third pile, which says salute. So, as you guys know, always have announcements. I do not use WhatsApp. I will not contact you looking for work. If anybody's mimicking me or my channel, please report to YouTube and myself. Anything you need from me will be in the description box. So let's get this done. This won't be an exceptionally long channeled messages today, but there will be some power-packed information. So the first pile, blessed is the broken bridge. The second pile is focus pocus, and the third pile is salute. Salute is a pile for people that are completely and utterly single at this time. So let's move this out the way. I'm not sure which one of these piles is for fully committed or people in a situationship. It'll reveal itself as we get into the reading. So I'm just going to move this out the way. I've already shuffled the cards, and I've already got, there's a heap of cards behind here that we're going to start with, and then I'll keep pulling cards as we go. So let's get into this. I hope you guys enjoy the reading. It'll be interesting to see what comes through with love messages. As you know, I don't usually do love readings. I'm just going to have a drink of water. Okay, let's get this done. Pile one, blessed is the broken bridge. This is actually my own deck, the Whimsical Bitch Oracle that I published. This is another little deck of mine that I've published as well. Okay, so, whoa! Somebody has wind under their wings. Somebody's got a bee under their bonnet, or however you want to say it. I'm going to push that back. Somebody desperately has some things they want to say. They've got some things they want to get off their chest. How strange is that? All right, somebody is keen to get a message through. Let's get this going. Blessed is a broken bridge. And the next card we have here is Ocean, Mindscape, Earth, and Chaos. Okay, now technically these cards are like little omen cards. So you might go down to the ocean and see that it's all choppy, and you might need to think, this is a sign I need to get some clarity, I need to clear my headspace. You might go down to the ocean and it's so calm, and you think, it's a little too still, I might need to lift my energy and raise my vibration. It depends on you, but you need to connect to the earth through the ocean. Tap into your heart space, which is connected to your mind at the moment, and figure out what that level of chaos is that you're trying to think about or push through, okay? Blessed is the broken bridge. We've also got the clover. Oh, good luck. Number 2. Could mean something. And a 6 down there, 6 of diamonds. We've got death. Don't take it in a negative. There's no need. And we've got priest. And one more in my hand. Grief. And this is why that chaos card's come up. All right, just let me channel. Give me a minute. Please, Spirit, please come in. Angels, Archangel Chamuel, can you come in, since you deal with a lot of love and things? Self-love as well. All right. Whew. This is for the people that are in a committed relationship. This is a committed relationship love messages pile. Remember, this is coming from a higher self and a higher space, a higher love vibration aspect. So what I mentioned in this read won't necessarily be what they say or communicate in the 3D. All right, let's get into this. Spirit is saying that blessed is a broken bridge, first of all. That is my card, as I mentioned. Basically, regardless of how rickety the bridge is, you were able to still get over it. It was still intact enough for you to get to the other side of something, whether that's a thought process, a genuine situation, a couple of physical hurdles that you've had to get through, like moving communities, or, being able to meet somebody that you couldn't get to for a period of time. You might have done long distance with somebody for a period of time, and now you're still in a committed relationship, and now you're moving to that next phase of your journey, whatever it is. Blessed is a broken bridge. Now, Spirit is saying that there has been some grief going on here, and I think that's because there's been a miscommunication or lack of communication with the way somebody is thinking and feeling. Now, that, as I went to start this particular pile, as you've seen, the wind picked up and it blew over this nice big piece of driftwood, which I picked up myself from the ocean. It's long, it's nearly 1 meter long. So what Spirit's saying is that you definitely need to go down to the ocean and have some time down there. It doesn't matter if it's snowing, doesn't matter if it's raining, doesn't matter what your weather is, you just need to go down to wherever the ocean is and tap into that mind space through there, because there is some chaos going on, particularly with the grief card. Now there is a dog here and there is a level of loyalty. All dogs to me, when I do a reading, specify loyalty. The clover, luck is on your side. There's been some death of a situation and a priest. Now it seems a bit somber actually, but don't come from that somber space. What Spirit's saying is that there has been a growth happening in your committed relationship. For those of you that are actually considering, look, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship anymore. I'm bored. I've got itchy feet, or I don't feel like I'm loved anymore, or my needs aren't getting met. For those of you that feel that way, Spirit's saying that the angels have some guidance for you, and it's going to come in a roundabout way, in an odd way, through somebody you wouldn't necessarily expect. Somebody might just say a sentence, or you might overhear a bit of a conversation in passing, and you think, oh, that's the key that I've been looking for to unlock something in my own space to do with my growth in this relationship. But luck is on your side, and don't give up. Now, death, there has been a rebirth. I think whoever has picked this pile, you have had some growth and a level of growth that the other party in your relationship, look at this is getting out of hand. Somebody is very keen to speak up. Somebody wants to say something, and that could be you, all right? That could be you trying to get your message across, trying to be heard, and you're feeling like your needs aren't getting met. Spirit's saying, if this isn't your situation, just to hang tight, because other messages will come through. But particularly right now, this pile immediately, effectively, is for those of you that are having a bit of a hard time in a committed relationship. Spirit's saying you don't need to necessarily walk away from your relationship at this time. Things will improve, but there is some growth going on that you're both going through in your own way. You might feel that your partner isn't open to growth, isn't opening to change, and you're ready. You really want to excel and step your relationship up to the next level. And that could literally just be spending some more time together, going on a little holiday, having date night again, even just being a bit more intimate. Not necessarily doesn't have to be sexually. It could just be making an hour every week to do something that doesn't evolve around sexual intimacy, watching a movie together, grabbing a coffee one morning a week and things like that before work, and that type of situation. So Spirit's saying is, people are looking out for you in the spirit realm. You are highly guided. You are protected. I'm also getting told that you might need to speak to somebody that you wouldn't normally communicate with to ask for some advice. Somebody that's been married 2 or 3 times and have had failed marriages, Somebody that maybe has been married for 40 years and has never had a failed marriage and things like that. Just really figure out who the person is that you need to speak with at this time, because there is some grief going on here. But there also could have been a death in the family, and if that's your situation, Spirit's saying you need to give that person some time to heal. They may seem distant. For those of you that are in a healthy, happy, committed relationship and you want the love messages to come through, Spirit is saying that you guys have jumped over many hurdles to get to where you are, and that there has been periods of time where you might have felt, oh, maybe this isn't going to work because the other person just seems so erratic or so different to you at really crucial points in a relationship timeline, I suppose. But Spirit's saying you are highly protected. Relationship is blessed. If you do know there's genuinely no third party in your love relationship, Spirit's saying this is a really fantastic time to consider investing in something. If you think you might want to buy a little holiday house, or save up to go on a holiday next year on the train line, travel around the country, or what have you. You don't have to leave your own country. You can holiday in your own country. There's so many wonderful things to do. Spirit's saying that there are some messages. Spirit's saying there is a person in particular whose male partner has a sister in spirit, and that sister is in this reading right now. And she is here to say that she has been working with her brother from the spirit realm, helping him sift through some wounds that have been surfacing for him lately that he hasn't necessarily been mentioning. If he does seem a little distant, if he has appeared to be a bit grumpy or a bit off-ish, don't worry. It's because there's growth going on, and the sister is definitely helping him. That sister could have died in utero and was never born. It doesn't matter. It's still sister. Okay, Spirit is saying that you need to go on a date. For those of you that do love and celebrate and enjoy Valentine's Day, Spirit's saying now's the time to pull out all the stops and do something very loving and caring and romantic for your partner, building up to or for the Valentine's Day period, because it's a really important time. It could hold, even the 14th might mean something to you. It mightn't necessarily be your anniversary, but the 14th could hold some meaning. Let me see what else is going on here. It's quite choppy. There's not a lot coming the whip. Yeah, it's time to crack down on some bullshit. If people are trying to meddle or interfere in your relationship, Spirit's saying, don't worry, they've got your back. The stars, reach for the stars. Yeah, the angelic realm, your ancestors. This is all written in the stars. It was predetermined, predestined, the relationship you've been in. Even the number 16 here could mean something to you. There's another 6 down the bottom, 6 of hearts, okay? We've got an 11 up here. That could mean something to you. And the J could be an initial in your life for somebody, okay? But what Spirit's saying is that you're highly protected. You've got good things going on and you need to move forward. Journal. You might need to take some notes, or you might be reflecting and reminiscing over the relationship you've had with this person, and Spirit saying there is actually some genuine love there. It's a unique love. It's not like love from other relationships you've had in your life, but there is real love there, and it's an odd sensation. You could be quite independent, have a level of mental and emotional independence in your relationship, which is what has helped you guys move along your path. Now we've got the Higher Love Soul-Link Oracle cards here, and this says achievement and success. Yeah. Craftsmanship. Yep. Can I have another one, please? Financial matters. Okay. We've got learning and training. I'm going to shuffle these. Can I have 2 more, please? Oops. New major ending and new beginning. And that's why the death cards come up, and the priest and the clover. Oops. 1 more, please. Oh, we've got soulmate and another one flipped out. Intuitive understanding. These are cool little cards. When I bought this deck, I couldn't believe it. I have used them before multiple times for different things. There's 7 soulmate cards in this deck. 7 individual soulmate cards in this deck. I couldn't believe it. Anyway, so Spirit, Archangel Chamuel, what would you like to say? He's right behind me, and my whole shoulder span feels nice and warm. It's a soft, loving, almost fuzzy, fluffy warmth. Archangel Chamuel was saying, again, you guys have been through a lot in your relationship to get to where you are, and not everybody will fully understand the sacrifices you have both made in your own immediate family life and backgrounds and the way you were raised, and together as a unique partnership. There's been a lot of success, and it mightn't be successes that other people see, but there is some craftsmanship going on in that situation. The way you relate to each other and the way you connect and communicate with each other, it mightn't be the way you would see it on a movie or what have you, but there is just a proper level of understanding there. You work well together. It's like one hits the nail, one holds a nail, one hits it with the hammer, and that's how you work together. Financial matters. Now, if you are stressed about finances, Spirit says don't worry, there will be an answer, but it won't necessarily be the one you are specifically seeking, but not to worry. And it could also be financial matters, as in you guys are about to come into a significant amount of money, or somebody's just got a better role at their job position and things like that. Spirit's saying keep that under wraps. Have a little celebration between you both, between a few people perhaps, but really be mindful of who you share that information with at this time. Learning and training. You have got a lot to learn from each other, and you still are learning from each other. Every time you move through a season with somebody, there's another level of growth. So coming through all this COVID stuff, it hasn't been that easy for everybody, having to be like in that one proximity and coincide with a partner that they're not used to being with 24/7, for example. There's a lot of learning going on here, and a lot of retraining to do with growth, to do with your ascension and what's moving forward in your relationship. Again, for those of you that are looking for love messages and are really hoping that your relationship is going to work out, Spirit's saying that now is not necessarily the time to walk out of a relationship. There are a couple of tricks up Spirit's sleeve, because Spirit does believe that there is a soulmate connection here, but somebody's hurting, somebody's in pain. The grief cards come up, the chaos information has come up, okay, on the ocean card. So you just need to go for that learning and training phases and pull out all the stops, do what you can to try and savor your relationship. Now, major endings and new beginnings, as with the death card and the priest, Spirit is on your side. There has been a level of growth here. As I said, there is a female in Spirit who claims to be somebody's sister in Spirit watching this today, their partner's sister in Spirit, and she's saying that she's helping with that level of growth. She's helping with the angelic realm. She's helping come through that grief to do with death, or death of an idea, or death of an attitude, whatever it is, you'll know. And we've got intuitive understanding. You just get each other. There is a lot of love in your relationship, but it's not so much necessarily the romantic, lovey-dovey kisses. Love, if that's what it is for you, well done, congratulations, but Spirit's not necessarily showing that. Can I have a couple of these? Can I have some advice? What can happen here? Impatience. Thanks for the advice. Perception, and we've got quest. Okay, so what Spirit's saying here is that it's not advisable to come from that impatient space, as with the financial matters card came out and the grief card. Spirit's saying that you still really need to just be realistic about what your goals are. Because something hasn't happened yet, it doesn't mean that you need to get impatient and try and push things further down the line than what they They should be. Let nature take its course with situations in your relationship. Have some patience, okay? And come from a different perception. What is the person that you're in a relationship with thinking and feeling at this time? There's been a death, okay? We've got transformation going on here, all right? We've got spirit in the background here going, yes, we're here, we love you. We want you to know that we're helping you get through everything you've gone through. Again, there's a lot of green in this card with the grief. There's green, green, green. You might need to do some heart chakra work on you and your partner at this time, and quest. What Spirit's saying is that, again, with the learning and training card, this is what your journey is. It's all part of your soulmate journey. It's all part of your quest. Now, I did say earlier, if you can go and speak to somebody that you wouldn't normally go to for a specific conversation about long-term relationships or just healthy relationships in general, now's the time to go and find that person and have the conversation. It could be the first person that comes to your mind. They could give you the worst information for everything, shit with their own finances, bad with this, can't do that, but they will give you the exact information that you need, and it's going to hold resonance for you at this time. It's written in the stars. Whatever's going on in your relationship, even if you're going through some tough times, it is written in the stars. Now, crack the whip. Now, I didn't say much about this card, but what Spirit wants you to know is that stay on your path, stay structured, okay? Really stay focused on what you're supposed to be doing in this relationship at this time. It doesn't mean if somebody's being a bit controlling, tell them to pull their head in. If you're being a bit controlling, same thing, just pull back a bit, you know, but it's written in the stars. Now, journal. Like, you might need to, again, reminisce and go over some times that you've had in your relationship that have been really fun and healthy, and back to the beginning of your relationship, and try to instill that spark again. Spirit's saying, again, there is a lot of love in your relationship, but you just need to make sure that you are feeling in the right space in yourself. For those of you that don't have any children yet, if you do want children, they may come in the next 18 months to 2 years. There could be talk of pregnancy or laying down those foundations. Now we've got goat. It's an omen. Confidence, sensual, independence. Yeah. Fish, water, pregnant, emotionless, lol. I just said mentioned pregnancy. And stones, grounded, character and stability. Yeah, so this is a genuine message to me that you guys need to work onto your heart chakra and do some heart chakra meditations, and just play a little bit of heart chakra music while you're around or the house together, or some frequencies or what have you. And even if they're not into that type of situation when it comes to holistic therapies and things like that, just say, oh, it's just a bit of hippie music, and just play it, you know, and just tell them this is what I'm doing. So you've got confidence, sensual and independence, water, pregnant and emotionless, and grounded, character and stability. Now, I don't do readings on third party, what's he think of the ex compared to me and all this sorts of bullshit. That's clickbait to me, and I don't fuck that way. That's not how I roll, honestly. I come from a shamanic background. I have a lot of shamanic beliefs. I live a specific way of life, and me choosing not to partake in the clusterfuck whirlwind of twin flame journey in readings and things like that. It's not my style. I have done twin flame stuff before, and I can definitely give twin flame channeled messages to the individual in a private reading, but I don't do it as an overall, okay, just so you know. Water, again, with the ocean card, we've got water, fish, mindscape, water, earth, pregnant, emotionless and chaos. So this is kind of underlying here. So somebody's actually had a bit of an upheaval in their life. Grief, we've got the grief card, and we've got the death. We do have the new beginnings, major endings and new beginnings card come out as well. Don't worry about pregnant. If you're not in that phase of your life where you're able to have kids, or you even bloody want kids or what have you, just disregard that. It's just actually on my own little deck that I've made. But pregnancy could be the birth of a new idea, the birth of some new finances. It just could be the gift of life in general. It doesn't have to be what we're dealing with as in an actual pregnancy, okay? Stones, grounded, character and stability. Really tap into your partner at this time. Really make sure that they know you're there for them. You've got their back regardless of where they are in their life, okay? Now, I've got a couple of cards to pull out here. These are the circular affirmation cards. Circles of healing, I'm pretty sure. What have we got here? 1111, answered prayers. 1111, answered prayer. 1111, answered prayer. 1111, answered prayer. 1111, answered prayer. So whatever you're wishing and praying for in your long term or your short term even, or your new committed relationship, your prayers are being answered, okay? And I did say earlier, the 11 came out, and I said that could mean something. There it is right there, right, with the whip. Another one, we've got I relax into playful imagination and open a flow of healing, inspiration, and uplifting divine guidance. Wow, that is so beautiful. I'll read it again. I relax into playful imagination and open a flow of healing, inspiration, and uplifting divine guidance. That is so beautiful. And one more. And it says, the wild grace of the unpredictable reveals new directions that I trust and recognize as the way for happiness and divine fruition. Wow, that is so beautiful. Again, the wild grace of the unpredictable reveals new directions that I trust and recognize as the way for happiness and divine fruition. That is so beautiful. So for pile 1, for those of you that are in a relationship, committed relationship, could be for 20 years, could be for 6 months, it doesn't matter. This is your pile. Remember, reminisce on the old things that brought you to this space where you are now. Excuse me. Somebody's definitely got throat chakra issues. Hang on. So I said work on your heart chakra. Please also do a bit of work on your throat chakra. Again, there is achievement and success. And just because other people in your relationship or around your family life or friends don't get your relationship, it doesn't mean it's not right for you and that person. Pile 2. Focus, pocus. This particular love pile is for those people that are in a situationship. Now, a situationship can cover absolutely everything that does not cover committed relationship and single, okay? Everything in between. You could be out in the dating scene, you could have 2 or 3 people on the go, you know, you might be considering getting onto the dating scene, you might be wanting to pull away from somebody that you've sort of casually dated for a few months and it's turned into a bit of a situationship, whatever, all right? So what have we got here? Discovery. Wow. Melancholy. Child. Okay. The lady. And dirt. Fear. Blockages hidden. Wow, that's heavy. Just let me channel Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel I've called in. They were in the first reading as well, but they're quite quiet. They're just giving me waves of energy and information to say. All right. For those of you that want love information, that are in a situationship somehow, main message is to focus, remain focused on what your goal is, whether that's to end up in a committed relationship, whether that's just to have a casual, permanent, part-time lover, whether it's to have 2 separate lovers that everybody's aware about, whatever your business is, remain focused because there's something that you are unaware of yet, okay? The discovery cards come out and that's beautiful. There's a totem owl in the background, so I recommend you look up totem animal owl or medicine messages from owl at this time, okay? There's a lot of wise information coming through. There's a lot of wisdom. Archangel Chamuel, that is the color I see energetically when I think of Archangel Chamuel or when I work with Archangel Chamuel. It's this pink sort of hue here. So Archangel Chamuel is definitely guiding you and holding your hand at this time. Melancholy, you need to make a decision. And child. Now, if this doesn't involve a child directly or children, somebody is acting childish or you just feel like somebody isn't necessarily stepping up to the plate or you're fearful that if you let your guard down, they possibly won't nurture you properly on a mature level and it'll just be this childish situation. Okay, so Spirit's saying not to worry about that. You've got some discovery. Whatever situation you're in at this time with more than one person or multiple people or just a person who you're considering stepping into the next phase of a journey with, Spirit's saying it's all part of your path, okay? The lady. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean there's third party. Again, you could be polyamorous, you could be into polygamy, whatever. You could have a female and a male lover, whatever it is. Ace of Spades here. You call a spade a spade. So whoever this woman is, 29 could mean something to you. It also goes up to an 11. Whoever this lady is in your life, and it could be you, is a sharp fucking shooter. There's no nonsense. If they're not happy, they're going to tell you. If they are happy, they're going to tell you. If they don't want something to work out a certain way or they're not comfortable in what's going on, they're going to be telling you this. Now, make sure that yous that aren't dating more than one person or what have you, or even just dating the one person, make sure that you know everything about the ex that's hovering around, or if they're in interaction with 3 or 4 other people and stuff as well. Like, you have a right to know those things. And Spirit's saying there is a really genuine connection going on here with people. You all have past life soul links. Now, dirt. This is an omen. The omen of dirt is about fear, blockages, and what's hidden. Again, the discovery card come out. That doesn't mean somebody's cheating. It doesn't mean somebody's hiding something from you. It just means the information that you're seeking at this time is still hidden at the moment. The information that you need isn't coming up at this time. You just need to be mindful of that and just be patient. It'll come at the right time. But to remain focused on what your goals are. It's not necessarily everybody else's goal, but it's yours, okay? Self-worth. Beautiful. There's a light beaming down on this card. You know, this girl, this female, again, it could be a lady, it could be yourself, is going to this throne to sit down. It's illuminated. Spirit saying, what about your self-worth? Take a minute to think about that, you know. Perfection. Wow, you are beautiful as you are. And enlightenment. Wow. So you definitely have a lot of spiritual guidance going on with your endeavors and your journeys at this moment. And if your endeavor and your journey, you might be having a bit of a giggle, is going out 2 or 3 nights a week, getting drunk with your friends and picking up or what have you, that's nobody's business, okay? If that's what brings you enlightenment, if that's what brings you peace, if that's what boosts your self-worth or whatever you've got going on, go with it at the moment, because this is a level of discovery going on here, as I said. What have we got here, Spirit? For those of you that want genuine messages from a person in a situationship, they do really like you. They do quite like you, but they're not necessarily ready to take a leap of faith because of their own wounds that they've been through. It doesn't mean that they don't trust you. It doesn't mean that they don't think they should have a relationship. It doesn't mean any of those things. It just means that you need to be mindful that they might be pulling back or seem a bit reserved, or even though you like each other the same, they mightn't be ready to take that plunge, and it's nothing personal, okay? Just be patient, focus, okay? Loss issues. Yep, I just said that they might have been hurt in the past, okay? Karmic bond. So they are definitely healing from old wounds. This isn't a karmic bond for you. And old friends are good memories. Okay, this is exactly what I just said. It answered everything I just said. They are still going through some heartache and some pain from a past relationship or past relationships. They have been hurt, they were betrayed, they were lied to, they were mistreated, and not necessarily for any reason other than that person just isn't a very nice person, okay? Whoever hurt their feelings. That's why I said, make sure you know about the ex, or is there anything you need to know. You don't have to know everything about the ex. You don't need to know an ex's birth date and their address and their this and their that, but you just need to know if the level of contact between them is healthy and things like that, or if the ex is prone to stalking and things like that, okay? But they do like you, this person. And what have we got here? Centered and balanced, pausing to reflect. Can I have one more? Soulmate. As I said in the first poll, soulmate card come out. There are 7 soulmate cards exactly like this in this deck. There are 7 in total. How strange is that? Truth is stranger than fiction. So, centered and balanced, pausing to reflect, and soulmate. Yeah, don't feel like a person's necessarily ghosting you. They do have a lot of time and love and energy for you, but they've just got to make sure that they're ready to step into that next phase. They don't want to do something that they don't want to get hurt by, you know what I mean? Their own actions, the lilies. Now, your name could be Lily. The name Lily could be important to you somehow, or the flowers could hold resonance. If not, go and buy some lilies. Look up the spiritual meaning of lilies, okay? And we've got the garden. Yeah, beautiful. And we've got crossroads. All right, number 22. That could mean something to you. So what Archangel Chamuel is saying is that you need to tend to your own garden. You need to remain focused on your goal and your mission. If somebody's unsure, give them a couple of weeks to think about what they want or what they want to do, and then just slowly pull back. You know, it doesn't mean that you won't continue on with somebody, but they're at a crossroads. But that doesn't mean you have to be at a fucking crossroads. Tend to your garden, okay? Again, look up the spiritual meaning of lilies, or find out what lilies mean to you in your own private life. Remain focused, because if you don't remain focused, you're going to come off course, and you have done a lot of growth. Remember, focus on your self-worth at the same time, okay? Because if you don't, you're probably going to get upset with yourself. Now, can I please have some of these, Spirit? Doing them all backwards and different, these cards today. We've got, oh, the Diamond Chakra. Where does it start? Diamond Chakra. Wheel of Fate signals that, Diamond Chakra, Wheel of Fate, signals time to realign and contemplate. Balance attained, blessed outcomes ordained. Wow. Now, pausing to reflect. I'll read this again. Diamond Chakra, Wheel of Fate, signals time to realign and contemplate. The pausing to reflect card. Balance attained, blessed outcomes ordained. Wow. So you will get what you need anyway. Remain focused. In fact, this card has very similar colors to my own oracle card, okay? So just remain focused on what you need to work on at this time. Now, you might need to look up the diamond chakra and do a bit of an attunement with that. Can I have another card, please? Warm and vitalizing. A carnelian soul jewel nourishes my courage to embrace my life journey with joy and faith. If you don't have any carnelian, I recommend you get some. Look at the energy of that card. It's popping. Again, warm and vitalizing. A carnelian soul jewel nourishes my courage to embrace my life journey with joy and faith. Wow. So you need to do some work with carnelian at this time. Can I have one more of these, please? And we've got 777. 7 blessings of a 7th dimension heal my soul. Peace, potential, creativity, freedom, divine presence, healing, and truth. Wow. 777. Maybe put the number 777 on your phone as a screen protector, screen saver, or what have you. 777. 7 blessings of the 7th dimension heal my soul. Creativity, freedom, divine presence, healing, and truth. Yeah. So again, focus on what you need to do for your own life. Don't worry about everybody else or what's going on around you because of everybody else. Just focus on what you need to do. If you are going to have a bit of a pause or a bit of a standstill or what's going on in your life, Spirit says don't get upset. Just keep moving forward because your needs are going to get met, okay? But whoever you're communicating with or you're thinking about communicating with, there is some joy there. Look, joyfulness, okay? There is some love there. This person does quite like you. You do quite match well. Or the people that you do associate with, you do match well. But somebody's a bit concerned. Look, the prison card. Somebody's a bit concerned about their own ability to give you what you need. Are they ready? All right? Are they ready to move into that phase? And we've got gift. Yeah. There's an angel there. Again, angels are by your side. There's that pinky sort of hue from Archangel Chanuel. Look, every card's got that bit of red or that pink in it, okay? They're like out in the garden, right? Tend to your own garden. So can I have one more card, please, Spirit, from that deck? Oops, I dropped it. Soldier. So, yeah. So focus, well, you could be dating a soldier or long distance communicating with a soldier or what have you, but if that's not the case, soldier on. Remain focused. Tend to your own garden. There are things that you're unseen for you at this time, okay? There's some discovery that's coming on for you that you haven't seen yet, but you're on the right path and not to give up. And if you're out having fun, just be safe when you're out and about. You know, if you're dealing with more than one person, sexual health and all that bullshit, because you never know, you know. All right, pile 3. This is specifically for those that are completely single, not in a relationship. Salute. Spirit saluting you. This is of my own little deck that I made. It says glass, protective, dull, brittle. The dog, a lot of loyalty. The letter, thought, and confusion. Wow. Just let me channel. Archangel Chamuel, what would you like to say for this pile, please? Yeah. Archangel Chamuel is saying that the reason why the salute cards come out is because Spirit is saluting you on your ability to just be by yourself and have time to yourself. Now, if you've been on your own for 5 years, can you not anymore? You don't have to go out and sleep with somebody. You don't have to go out on a coffee date and then go home with the person. But you do need to get on a dating app. You do need to have some conversations with the opposite sex or the same sex or whatever the fuck you're into, non-gender, whatever. Now's the time to make that effort to have some communication with other people. It doesn't mean you're ready for a relationship, but I'm talking if you've gone half a decade and you're not out there mingling with people, now's the time to put your big girl or your big boy pants on and get out there. Go to a speed dating thing or do something. Get online and meet people. Now's the time. Spirit does salute your ability. That's specific messages for certain people. Spirit is celebrating and saluting your ability to understand the level of independence that was needed to have that growth and to heal through wounds and pain that you've been through. Somebody's got communication issues. Hang on. Interesting. For those of you that haven't been single for too long and you're just enjoying being single, but you you kind of want to know what's next, what's coming up for you. These are your messages from Spirit, so let's go. Now, glass has come up, protective, dull and brittle, the omen. When you see glass as an omen, it's about being protective, but there could be some dualness and some brittleness. I said dull earlier, sorry, it's dual. I don't have my glasses on. Perseverance, yeah. Yep. So Spirit's helping you get through the shit that you've been through. Bittersweet. Yep, so even though you might enjoy being on your own, it gets lonely at times, and there's no denying that. Growth. Yeah, a shitload of growth, a fuck ton of growth. And we've got isolation and instinct. Yeah. So you maybe have had opportunities over the last however long to go out on a date with somebody and you've chosen not to, it just didn't feel right. That's fantastic. Listen to your instinct. Listen to what Spirit's saying to you at this time. But also don't hold yourself in a position where you're now still sitting with that bittersweet scenario. Again, you've got doves on here. Look up the spiritual meaning of a dove. Well, we all know what spiritual meanings of dove is, but look up the totem messages of dove or the medicine messages for dove at this time, because dove is here to help you. You've got Spirit on your side. They're saying, you know, you've been through a lot, you've come through the other side, but it's now time to actually start incorporating people into your life again. Like I said, you might have only been single a month or two out of a shitty relationship and you're not ready to look to date. You don't have to date, but you do need to go out and have time with friends. It doesn't matter if, you know, such and such is happily married and such has a great boyfriend or a girlfriend or what have you. It's not about that. It's about you knowing your worth as a person, going, I have a right to be out here and be happy with a smile on my face, for example, okay? We've got the bouquet. We've got the sun. Whoa. Can I shuffle? Oops. No, too much. Sorry, I'm not going to pull out 15 cards. Can I just have one? Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Ship. Wow, okay, to set me channel. So we've got the growth down here, the confusion card that first come up, isolation and instinct. Yeah, what Spirit's saying is, yeah, you know, we understand as a collective, as humans, that shit does get confusing. Shit can be confusing. We don't like to be in relationships where, you know, we feel deflated when we come out of them. We don't like to be on our own for too long as a human. Anyway, it's human nature. But people do put themselves through excessive amounts of unnecessary isolation. And Spirit's saying you don't need to do that at this time. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. You've let your instinct rule you. You've got through that perseverance. You've come through that bittersweet phase. You've had a lot of growth. The first card for this particular deck, mind you, look at this. I wish this was a mural on my wall. Spirit is saying, you can let go of that confusion now. You can come out of those cold times, okay? We've got bouquet, sun, and ship. There is love coming for you. There is somebody coming for you in your life. There is somebody that might offer you a little Valentine's something. If not, doesn't matter. It's not about Valentine's Day, okay? I don't necessarily celebrate it, all right? Haven't for years, many years. But yeah, but you've got the sun. So this is all really positive stuff. Spirit's on your side. You've got love and support. The sun is guiding you. If you think of the sun as a tarot card, it's a fantastic tarot card, okay? So what Spirit's saying is that the sun is shining down on you. You've got the love and support that you need, because the bullshit and the drama that you've been through, that ship has sailed. It's long gone. It's murky. It's in bad waters. It's not coming into the reading. It's coming out of the reading. It's sailing away from the situations that you've been through. You've done a lot of healing and you've got a lot of growth going on. You should be proud of yourself. Spirit's saying, for those of you that really don't give a shit and don't care to have a relationship, Spirit's saying still nurture yourself. Don't let yourself go. Okay, we've got old woman. Somebody might have some wise words for you. We've got house. Maybe you're waiting on a settlement of some description, or you're thinking about moving into a new house or a new town or a new community. That's the sign. Spirit's saying do it. And we've got Lord. Now, even though this is a Lord as in a knight or something on this card, Spirit's saying, particularly for today, it's the Lord as in whoever you have faith in. It doesn't have to be Jesus. It doesn't have to be God. It could be any spiritual faith that you believe in and that you work with. Spirit's saying now is the time to really pull that energy forward, okay? That Spirit's got your back. It's a message from Spirit saying, we're here for you. You just need to tap in. Do some manifestation stuff. Do some letting go things. Do a ritual bath and things like that. Can I have one more, please, of that particular deck? Because they're cute and I like them and I haven't used them in eons. Come on. Yeah. There's been some sickness, yeah? There's been some confusion with the isolation that you've gone through, the mental and emotional. Like I said, if you've been on your own too long, it's driving you fucking batty, even though you might be strong and independent. Spirit's saying now's the time to go out on a date, have a coffee date, meet somebody that you might have dogs. Find somebody a dog walking group in your local area that like to take their dogs to a park every Sunday for an hour at 3 o'clock and take biscuits. Whatever, get out and do it now, because it's going to bring you down. It's going to make you sick, okay? Now, where is that other little deck that I want? Here it is. Now, this deck here is called the Higher Love Souling Oracle cards. I bought them a couple of years ago. This deck has literally 7 soulmate cards in it, right? Look, we've got Leave Past Behind and Sudden Change. Leave Past Behind is that ship has sailed. The pain and the wounds that you've gone through, whether you left somebody a month ago or left somebody 3 years ago and you're still on your own, the ship has sailed. The past is gone, dude, you know? We've got, another soulmate. I'm not surprised. It's come out. One of these cards has come out every reading. Now, this means that you might be longing for a soulmate, or you might be feel as though the person that you're in a relationship with was a soulmate and nobody else is going to compare or what have you. That's something that you have to work through. Spirit's saying, again, call on your angels, your guides, whoever your Lord is, or wherever you praise to in a spiritual plane. Now's the time. We've got lasting love and happiness. It's all coming for you, as with the bouquet, okay? Soulmate again. 2 soulmate cards have come out in this pile for singles. And patience and progress. Yeah, come through that confusion. Come push past it. You've come through everything you need to come through when it comes to that growth. If you've been on your own for ages, years and years and years, for goodness sake, go out and have some dinner with somebody. Go and have a coffee with somebody. Just get out there. Make the time. We've got... These are beautiful. These are Lana Fairchild cards. They are Circles of Healing. So this card says, Triskelion of Divine Alignment harmonizes and heals my body, mind and soul with the spiritual rays of amethyst, turquoise and chrysoprase. Okay, again, Triskelion of Divine Alignment harmonizes and heals my body, mind and soul with the spiritual rays of amethyst, turquoise and chrysoprase. So you might need to get some amethyst, turquoise and chrysoprase. Again, I said get in contact or work with whoever you deal with on a spiritual nature. This is a synchronicity, that's a confirmation. For those of you that really just don't want to have a relationship with anybody at this time and you're ready to count your pennies and you're thinking about moving away, the home card come up, just go for it. You will meet somebody. There's soulmate cards come out twice, okay? Somebody's coming. Even if you're not expecting it, doesn't mean it's happening tomorrow though. Now let me find the start of this. It says, I tune in to faithfully listen for the authentic, empowered, creative voice of my soul, guiding me flawlessly on my life journey. The Instinct card. Again, I tune in to faithfully listen for the authentic, empowered, creative voice of my soul, guiding me flawlessly on my life journey. Beautiful. Use your intuition. And we've got, I seek truth, wisdom and heart, aligned with helpfulness in every belief I choose to cultivate. Wow. Again, I seek truth, wisdom and heart, aligned helpfulness in every belief I choose to cultivate. Again, if it's angels you work with, if it's divas, if it's deities, if it's demons, for all I care. I don't care what your background is. Work with who you work with at this time. This is the 3rd time I've got that message to tell you, okay? So I'm happy for this pile. This is actually quite a nice pile, considering it's for the singles pile. You are loved. Spirit loves you and your ancestors are watching over you, and that is a clear indication. That's a clear message. Keep your eye out for a certain smell or something like that to do with your ancestors. You'll know what that message is. So peace out. Enjoy your little love messages. I'll be back. Love, Amythyst.